Today I'm going to talk about Levridge Scale. The Scale application is a web-based application that can be used for capturing bulk weights on commodities such as corn or soybean, and then the application will capture that information and then you can print out scale tickets that you can give to the grower or the farmer. The new feature that we've created is the ability for the Levridge Scale App to interface with the GAC 2500 grain analyzer. And what the grain analyzers allow the scale operator to do is reach into a truck that's coming in with a commodity with a probe, and then they can take a sample of that and run it through the grain analyzer, and it will report out certain things depending on the grade factors for that commodity, things like test weight, how much protein is in a commodity, how much moisture, and that sort of thing. And previously, the scale operator could get those results, but they had to manually type those into the scale application, which just leads to inefficiencies and chances for error. So the feature we've done now is once those results are captured in the grain analyzer, they can automatically be submitted to the scale app, and then the scale operator just needs to go ahead and assign the right sample to the scale ticket. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. So here we've got the scale app brought up, and I'm going to create an inbound scale ticket. There's a variety of different tickets that you can enter in the scale app, and our example here is that we've got a farmer or a grower coming into our elevator, bringing in some commodities. So I'm going to first go ahead and grab the farmer that has come into the grain elevator. And then I can just indicate the commodity that he's bringing in. So in our example, we're going to say he's bringing in a semi full of soybeans. Now, normally we would have the scale app would be connected to a scale head. So the minute that truck drove on the scale, we would see the weight of it shown here, and then I would just need to hit capture and it would capture the weight of that. In our demo example here, I'm not connected to a scale app, so I can go ahead and just manually type an amount. So I'm going to say that the truck came in and weighed 80,000 pounds, so I can just go ahead and type that in. I can fill in other information too related to the grower. If I knew the driver's name, I can enter in his information, the type of vehicle. If I had a license plate, axles, you can continue to enter in all that information captured around that. Now, as I had mentioned before, once you type in the commodity, the application understands the type of grade factors that you want to capture for that specific commodity. And this is where previously the scale operator would have went over to that grain analyzer, looked at the results, and then they would have manually had to type in that information over here in the grade factor result. Now with the integration with the GAC 2500, all the scale operator needs to do is submit those results and they'll automatically come over to the scale application. So down below, we've got our open grade factor results. So that's where those samples, all this information is coming over from the grain analyzer that we've hooked up. So as a scale operator, I just need to know what sample that I need to assign to this ticket. So in my example, I'm just going to go ahead and assign sample 1 to this particular ticket. Now, once I've done that, now I can see the moisture that was captured for those soybeans and any test weight. I could still manually enter in values here if there's other information that I'm capturing maybe from another analyzer as well. I could enter that as part of the ticket. So now what's going to happen is the driver of the truck is going to go in and deposit those soybeans, and if there was this particular pit that we wanted him to take the soybeans to in a bin, we could indicate that here, so I could tell the driver to go ahead and take this over to pit bin. So what he's going to do is he's going to take the truck over and drop the soybeans off. So I'm going to go ahead and save this ticket because I probably have many other trucks that are coming in after him, so I need to keep taking in creating tickets for those new trucks that are coming in. But once he comes back again with an empty truck, I just need to go out to the trucks in the yard screen, and this will show me any of the existing tickets. So this is the ticket that I had just created, and I can choose to edit that. So it'll bring back in all the information that I entered in previously. I don't need to rekey in any of that grade factor information or the weight. Again, once he drives on the scale, again, if I was connected to the scale head, it would automatically show here, and I could click capture, but I'm going to go ahead again and type in his weigh out value. So I'm going to say when he left, his truck weighed 20,000 pounds, and then the application automatically will calculate that net weight, and we can see that he dropped off 1,000 bushels of soybeans for us. So the next thing I can do now is go ahead and print the ticket. What this is going to do is then print the ticket out to the printer that I've indicated for the driver. So many times those are little printers out by the truck, so he doesn't need to get out of the truck to receive that. And then I also have the tickets printing to a local drive here just for our purposes. What will also happen is if Levridge Scale is set up to be integrated with Levridge Commodity Accounting and Dynamics 365, all the scale ticket information will automatically be brought over to the commodity accounting, where they can go ahead and pull up that ticket information, make any changes if necessary, post that to inventory, and then that can be also used to match out to any sort of purchase agreements or storage agreements that may have been created in the commodity accounting module. So I, at this point, can flip over and I'll just quickly show you what an example of the scale ticket looks like. So this is where, just in the scale application, I've just indicated where I want those scale apps to go. So I can come in and quickly pull up a scales ticket, and you'll see a lot of the information that we had brought out in the application is automatically printed on the scale ticket. So this is an example of what would be printed out and given to the individual grower.